Hello students. So in this video, let's see what is cross multiplication method and how to solve linear equations in two variables using this method. Okay. So we know the general form of pair of linear equation, isn't it? As you can see, I've written it a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Okay. So these are the general form of pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay. Now this cross multiplication method, okay, we can assume it as a formula. Assume in the sense we can get a formula to find the value of x and y, a ready-made formula to find the value of x and y, and we can remember this formula with the help of cross multiplication. Okay, I'll put it in this way. Let me not go deep into the derivation of this. Okay, let's understand in a simple way. Okay, let's write the formula to find x. The formula to find x is actually b1 c2 minus b2 c1 divided by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Okay, and the formula to find y is c1 a2 minus c2 a1 divided by the same thing as in the x, a1 b2 minus a2 b1. This is the ready-made formula to find the value of x and y. Okay. In the exams, we can directly use this formula to find the value of x and y. Okay. And this method is very, very easy compared to all other methods. Okay. Because you got a ready-made formula, you have to just find a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2. Substitute here, you will get the value of x and y. So this is very, very easy. Now, why the name cross multiplication? Actually, this formula x and y formula is actually derived using the help of elimination method. Okay, you can use the elimination method for this two equations that you can see here. Apply elimination method for this. Okay, you will get these formulas. Now why cross multiplication? Because you can remember this formula with the help of cross multiplication. That is like this: start with b1 b2 c1 c2 a1 a2, again end with b1 b2. Remember, to write the formula of x, just cross multiply b1 and c2. Start from here, b1 c2 with a negative sign minus b2 c1. Okay, and the last two, the first two and the last two. See, this is always for the denominator. The last two is for the denominator. a1 b2 a1 b2 minus a2 b1, isn't it? So that's how we can easily remember the formula. To find the value of y, remember the denominator is same, a1 b2 minus a2 b1. See, to find x, we use the first two, use the middle two things, c1 a2 minus c2 a1, c1 a2 minus c2 a1. Okay, you can remember the formula using the help of cross multiplication, or directly also you can remember. It's not a big deal. Okay, it's very easy to remember. Just write it like this: x is equal to bc minus bc, something like before Christ, bc minus bc. Write the numbers 1 2, reverse 2 1, and the denominator ab minus ab, 1 2 2 1. Similarly, to find y, so you have used BC here, the other things, CA minus CA. Okay, 1, 2, 2, 1. Denominator, same thing, A1, B2 minus A2, B1. Same thing as in X. Okay. So with the help of the formulas, let's directly find the values of X and Y. And one important thing is, remember, while deriving the formula for X and Y, the RHS was kept 0 and they have derived the formula. Okay, this formula is derived by making the RHS as 0. So remember, in cross multiplication method, before substituting the values of A1, B1, C1, make sure that the RHS is 0. Then find A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, then substitute in the formula. So let's take few questions. As you can see, I've written 3 questions here. Let me solve the first one. Let me solve it. Excuse me. So the first equation, as I told you, the RHS should be 0. So 2x minus 3y, first one, 2x minus 3y, get the 13 to the other side, it will become minus 13 equal to 0. Similarly, 7x minus 2y minus 20 equal to 0. Okay, make sure that the RHS is 0. Now what we have to do is find the value of A1, B1, C1. A1 is 2, as you can see, and B1 is with the sign minus 2, C1 is minus 13, A2 is 7, B2 is minus 2, C2 is minus 20. Okay. Once you find the value of A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, substitute in the formula. What is the formula? BC minus BC 1, 2, ulta 2, 1 divided by A1, B2 minus A2, B1. This is the formula. So let's substitute in this formula. Okay. So let's substitute in this formula. X equals, as you can see, B1 is minus 2, B2, C2 is minus 20, minus B2 is again minus 2. Okay, I've made a small mistake. B1 is minus 3. I'm sorry. Yeah. B1 is minus 3. B2 is minus 2. And C1 is minus 13. Okay. If you observe, I'm substituting all the values in the brackets so that there will be no mistakes. Okay. So 2 into minus 2 minus 7 into minus 3. Now simplify it. X equals minus 3 into minus 20. Minus into minus plus 3 into 20 is 60. Minus into minus plus, plus into minus is minus. So there are 3 negative signs. 2 into 13 is 26. Divided by 2 into minus 2 is minus 4. Minus into minus is plus, 7 3s are 21. So we get 60 minus 26. So it will become 34 divided by minus 4 plus 21 is plus 17. So 17 ones are 17 twos are. Therefore, the x value that we will get is 2. Okay. Remember, you do not substitute in any one of the equation and find the value of y. Okay. Do not do like that. In elimination method, we were doing like that. But in substitution and cross multiplication method, we have to use the formula for both. Okay. So the formula for y is C1 A2 minus C2 A1 divided by A1 B2 minus A2 B1. So C1 is minus 13, A2 is 7, minus C2 is minus 20, A1 is 2 divided by A1 B2 minus A2 B1, the same denominator, right? So let me write it directly. After simplification, you will get 17 because both the denominators are same. So you should get 17 itself. So minus 13 into 7 is 91. Minus into minus plus 20 into 2 is 40 divided by 17. So minus 91 plus 40 is minus 51 divided by 17. So 17 ones are 17 threes are. Therefore, y value is minus 3. We have already solved this question using elimination method. Even there, we got the same value, y as minus 3 and x as 2. So I've put up 2 more questions here. As you can see, the first step is make the RHS as 0. Find the value of A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. Substitute in the, write the formula correctly, substitute the formulas and solve it properly. Easily you will get the value of x and y. Okay. So I hope you have understood this method. So in the next video, we'll start with graphical method. Thank you, students.